No one told you life was swim so free. Soccer bopper, soccer boy.
We'll title this tape Planet Earth About to be Recycled. Your only chance to evacuate is to leave with us.
Earlier this month, Lil Uzi Vert dropped his highly anticipated album, Atake. If you live under a rock or are my dad and don't know who Lil Uzi Vert is, like many rappers these days, he first broke through on SoundCloud, gaining attention with the release of his mixtape Love Is Rage in 2015. After that, he was signed to DJ Drama's record label and released Lil Uzi Vert vs. The World in 2016. This featured hits like P's and Q's, You Was Right and Money Longer. Recognised as one of the most exciting up-and-coming artists, Lil Uzi made it into that XXL 2016 freshman class.
Bitch, you know that.
He'd gone to become a mainstream artist later that year, featuring on Bad and Bougie, and then releasing his biggest song to date, XO Tour Life. The song has since been streamed over 1 billion times on Spotify alone and has been certified 7 times platinum. The song, being so successful, became the lead single to his debut album Love Is Rage 2, which would debut at #1 on the Billboard 200. Aside from a few singles here and there, you're essentially up to date with Uzi's career before the release of Atake, which was first teased in July 2018. In that same month, on his birthday, Uzi released the potential artwork for the upcoming project. The potential album cover shared a striking resemblance to the artwork used by a religious cult known as Heaven's Gate.
Hello? Yes, I need to report an anonymous tip. Who do I talk to?
Okay, this is regarding what?
In 1974, Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles founded Heaven's Gate, a religious cult based in California that enforced rules such as no sex, no human-level relationships, and no socializing. Applewhite and Nettles had grown a following that believed they had the keys to the kingdom of heaven. The cult toured the country throughout the 70s and 80s to recruit members, claiming that the world was going to be destroyed and the only way to survive was to reach the level above human.
Father. My father is not a human father. My father is a member of the evolutionary level above human, the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven.
Applewhite was waiting on a sign from the next level to let him know when the right time to join them was. So in the meantime, they had to prepare. The group made an income by designing web pages, and as a result, they were able to rent out a mansion in the San Diego area where they could plan how they were going to achieve their ultimate goal of reaching the next level.
If planet is about to be recycled, and we see the planet as a stepping stone.
In December 1996, the Hale-Bopp comet is being tracked and on course to fly near Earth. This is the sign Applewhite had been waiting for. He announces his revelation to the group and lets them know that the spaceship, which will hide in the tail of the comet, will soon be arriving to pick them up and take them to their new home. This was the moment they had all been waiting for.
Well, actually, these aren't our bodies, our vehicles. We borrowed these for the time that we were here, for this specific task.
To enter the spaceship, members had to exit their bodies, or as they called them, their vehicles. The only way for the members to do so was suicide.
Okay, we have Junodi with us, and we understand that you have something you'd like to share.
First of all, I consider myself extremely fortunate to have been chosen for this class.
This is the happiest day of my life. I mean, I've been looking for this for so long. Some would probably sit here and, I mean, somebody on the other side of this camera watching this tape would probably say, what's going on? You know, you all must not have a life, or you're deluded, or you're brainwashed, or whatever.
We have to totally identify as a child of the next level, see ourselves as part of that family, and know that that's who we are.
And I guess that's all I want to say, and thanks. Thank you.
On the 24th of March 1997, 38 members of the Heaven's Gate cult killed themselves in an attempt to board the passing alien spacecraft and reach the next level. The members were all dressed in uniforms, most notably all wearing Nike trainers and covered in purple cloaks. The cult still lives on to this day, mainly populated by members that were instructed to stay behind. These same members threatened Lil Uzi Vert with a lawsuit. Lil Uzi wasn't the first artist in pop culture to use imagery associated with the cult. However, the remaining members of the cult claim that the artwork that the rapper had posted on his Twitter was clear and direct copyright infringement. Uzi took his time to capitalise on all the interest, and when I say took his time, the album came out almost 2 years later. In that time, he released singles like That's Iraq and Sanguine Paradise, announced he was finished with his music career, and apparently went through 11 different versions of the album before its final release in March 2020. He released the album without more or less any warning on March the 6th, but it didn't stop it from debuting at #1 and clocking in over 400 million streams in the first week. The album has received mixed reviews from critics and fans alike.
I have this. How many fucking bars on this album start with the word I? It reminds me of my 4-year-old talking.
But this hasn't stopped him from being the most streamed artist in the world for 2 consecutive weeks. From being kicked out by his parents for pursuing a music career,
hell no, what you just say, yo?
rising to fame through SoundCloud, to being a multi-platinum selling artist, the staggering numbers that Lil Uzi Vert is putting up has certified him as a rock star and one of the biggest artists in the world. I've been Scott, one half of VTL VSL. Thank you for watching.